Welcome and hope you are going to enjoy what I'm going to share with you guys today. Remember to like and subscribe. Shall we begin? Thank you for watching.
Welcome back to the Claude Masterclass series. This is the episode where everything comes together. We have covered the foundations, artifacts, memory, prompt engineering, and research. Now we are going to show you how real businesses and professionals are using Claude to get actual work done faster. These are practical, repeatable use cases you can steal and apply today. Let us start with the use case that saves the most time for the most people: content creation and marketing. Claude is not just a writing assistant, it is an entire content department. You can brief Claude like you would brief a copywriter. Give it your brand voice, your target audience, your key messages, and it will produce blog posts, email sequences, social media calendars, ad copy, and landing page content. The difference is speed. What used to take a marketing team a full day, Claude can draft in 15 minutes. And here's the key insight. Claude doesn't just write, it strategizes. Ask it to create a content calendar for the next quarter with SEO-optimized topics, and it will research trending keywords, map them to your business goals, and produce a full editorial plan. Next, let's talk about data analysis and reporting. This is where Claude becomes your analyst on demand. Upload a spreadsheet, a CSV file, or a financial report, and Claude will summarize it, identify trends, flag outliers, and generate charts. For example, you can upload your company's quarterly sales data and ask Claude to identify the top-performing products, calculate month-over-month growth rates, and highlight any concerning declines. Claude will not just give you numbers, it will tell you what the numbers mean. It turns raw data into narrative insights that you can present directly to your team or your board. Now here's a use case that most people overlook: meeting preparation and follow-up. Before any important meeting, you can brief Claude on the attendees, the agenda, and the context. It will generate talking points, anticipate objections, prepare data-backed arguments, and even draft follow-up emails before the meeting happens. After the meeting, paste in your notes, and Claude will produce polished minutes, extract action items with owners and deadlines, and draft follow-up communications to each stakeholder. One executive I know estimates this saves him 5 hours per week. That's over 200 hours per year reclaimed from administrative overhead. Let's move to customer service and support. Claude can analyze customer feedback at scale. Feed it hundreds of support tickets, reviews, or survey responses, and it will categorize them by theme, identify the most critical pain points, and even draft response templates for common issues. For businesses running help desks, Claude can draft knowledge base articles from your existing support conversations. It reads the patterns in how your team resolves issues and generates self-service documentation that reduces ticket volume. This is not replacing your support team, it's multiplying their effectiveness. Here's where it gets exciting for anyone in sales: proposal and pitch generation. Claude can take your company's value proposition, a prospect's public information, and your CRM notes, then generate a customized proposal or pitch deck outline in minutes. The key is context. The more you tell Claude about the prospect, their industry challenges, their recent news, their competitive landscape, the more targeted and persuasive the output becomes. You can even ask Claude to research the prospect first using deep research, then use those findings to craft a pitch that speaks directly to their pain points. That's a workflow that combines research with content generation for maximum impact. Now let's talk about legal and compliance. I want to be clear, Claude is not a lawyer and should not replace legal counsel, but it is an incredible first-pass tool. Claude can review contracts and highlight unusual clauses, summarize lengthy legal documents into plain English, compare terms across multiple vendor agreements, and draft initial versions of standard business documents like NDAs, terms of service, or privacy policies. For compliance teams, Claude can analyze regulatory updates and summarize what changed, what your business needs to do, and by when. This turns a weekly compliance review from a 4-hour task into a 30-minute scan. Let us talk about one of the most versatile use cases: process documentation and SOPs. Every business has processes trapped inside people's heads. Claude can interview you about a process through a series of questions, then generate a complete standard operating procedure with steps, decision trees, edge cases, and troubleshooting guides. Upload an existing messy process document, and Claude will restructure it, fill in gaps, and produce a clean version ready for your team. This is incredibly valuable for onboarding new employees, maintaining operational consistency, and preparing for audits. Here is a use case that delivers immediate ROI: email and communication management. Claude can draft professional emails in seconds. But beyond simple drafting, it can adapt tone for different audiences, translate technical content into executive summaries, prepare board communications, write investor updates, and even craft difficult conversations like performance reviews or project delay notifications. The real power is batch processing. Give Claude 10 emails to draft with different contexts and recipients, and you will have polished drafts for all 10 in under 5 minutes. Now let us bring it all together with the business automation mindset. The professionals getting the most value from Claude are not using it for one-off tasks. They're building repeatable workflows. They identify a task they do repeatedly, design a prompt template for it, refine it over a few iterations, and then reuse it every time. For example, a financial analyst might build a prompt template for quarterly earnings analysis. Every quarter, they plug in the new numbers and get a consistent, thorough analysis in minutes instead of hours. A marketing manager might have templates for campaign briefs, performance reports, and competitive analyses. The template approach turns Claude into a business operating system. Let me leave you with the framework for finding your own highest value use cases. Ask yourself 3 questions. First, what tasks do I repeat weekly that follow a predictable pattern? Those are your automation candidates. Second, where do I spend time on formatting, structuring, or summarizing rather than thinking? That's where Claude adds the most leverage. Third, what would I delegate to a smart assistant if I had one available 24/7? That's exactly what Claude is. Start with one use case, master it, then expand. Within a month, you'll wonder how you ever worked without it. That is the power of Claude for business. In our next episode, we'll wrap up the series with advanced tips, hidden features, and a complete workflow that ties everything together. See you there.
Thank you for staying through the video. Subscribe to watch more AI-related content.